What's happening, beautiful people? Welcome back to Grateful Panic Knife Reviews. I am so glad that you stopped by, and I hope at the end of the video you are too. Today we're going to do another overview. This time it's going to be on the Bestech Spanish tip razor, and just another knife that's very impractical as far as an EDC knife goes, for me anyway. But I mean, it's a really nice knife. It's very well executed, so I do want to let you guys take a look around it and check out the action, and I'll give you my opinion on the I guess execution of the knife, on the build itself. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get a quick panic dump and beverage check out of the way. And today I was carrying the A-Purvis Knives Primordial, and this is the Mark 1 with that wonderful redip that I put in the blade, but it's pretty much gone now. I've just about sharpened all of it out, and I mean, it still functions very well as a knife. Just it's very disheartening looking at it sometimes. And I was also carrying the Monterey Bay Knives Field Trekker, as always, and the Holiday Leatherworks organizer with the Machine Era markup in stainless steel, and an Alox Pioneer. And flashlight wise, I had the Rovivon on me. I need to charge the battery for the Eagle Tack so I can carry that one some, because I really enjoy that little flashlight. And as far as Hanks go, I had the old trusty Space Your Face Hank from Lone Star Hanks. And the beverage that we are drinking on today is some little something ale from Lagunitas. And today I want to send a big old hearty Grateful Panic cheers out to Z-Man's EDC. So, Brother Z-Man, cheers, my friend. Alright, so now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way, let's go ahead and dive on down and get up close and personal with the Bestech Spanish tip razor. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the Bestech Spanish tip razor. Let's go ahead and get this guy out and see what we're working with. What we're looking at is an overall length of 8.5 inches, and we have a blade length of 3 3/4 inches and a blade stock thickness of 140 thousandths. And all of that is coming to us courtesy of Bowler in the M390 flavor, and it has a nice they're calling it a PVD coating, but I guess it's a tumbled PVD coating, because it's pretty much a black wash finish on this blade, and it is a full flat grind, as you can see. On this side right here, you see the M390, and then we have Jason Clark, the designer, his maker's mark, and this is based off of one of Jason Clark's custom models. And from what I'm understanding, is the reason it's called the Spanish tip razor is because this little concave section here basically designates in the straight razor world that is going to be that it's a Spanish tip straight razor. This thing is pretty daggum sharp. I did carry it with me once to work, and it does come in really handy for opening boxes. But moving on to the handle, we're looking at a handle length of 4.76 inches. And let's go ahead and get the calipers here and check out this handle thickness. And we're looking at 567.5 thousandths, so a good bit over half an inch. And your handle material, these scales right here are some copper shred carbon fiber. You have a nice titanium backspacer, and it's in the same finish as these titanium bolsters here. And you also have a milled titanium pocket clip, and it's going to be tip up right hand only, as there is no spot to move that clip over to this side. And one unique thing about this knife is it's a liner lock, so your scales and your bolsters attach directly to your liners, and I'm assuming that these are stainless steel liners. I couldn't find any information on the material that those were made out of, but I'm just going to assume that they are stainless steel. But like I was saying, these bolsters here attach directly to the liners, and they cover up your pivot screw, so you can't you don't even see the pivot screw, which I mean, I think it's kind of neat. It gives it kind of a clean look. That action is pretty much just like that that Swift. Some guillotine action for sure. And this is a manual opening flipper, and flipper tab has a little bit of jimping on it, and it's definitely not overly aggressive, but it's not slick either. It does provide a bit of grip there, and it flips open like a dream. Yeah, the action is silly. And like I said earlier, it definitely comes in handy. It makes a good a box cutter. But you know, as far as an all-around EDC blade, I don't really know that blade shape would lend itself to being very useful at, you know, all-around EDC tasks. But yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic knife. I mean, the fit and finish is absolutely outstanding. My camera is not being outstanding. There we go. But yeah, I mean, of course, it's not going to be seamless transitions like you would expect on, say, like a slip joint. But I mean, they are very, very smooth transitions all the way. Let's go ahead and check out the weight on this guy. It's not super heavy at all. It's a lot lighter than I would expect it to be. About 4.5 ounces. Yeah, and I would have guessed, you know, just looking at it before picking it up, that it would have been closer to 5.5 ounces. But I mean, as soon as I picked it up, you could feel that it's way lighter than it looks. Let's see what kind of. Hope that is not grams. There we go. And 129.4 grams. So yeah, I mean, it's no bug out, but it's definitely no Formax either. So it's got a piercing tip that you could use in a very limited capacity, I feel like. But I mean, it's definitely an attractive knife, and even though I think this is a little bit gaudy, I mean, you know, just to enjoy the build quality and that insane action. And yeah, it's flawlessly executed. Oh, that's nice. Let's check out the centering real quick, if we can. And it looks pretty daggum spot on. I mean, that's some good looking centering right there. awesome. Definitely recommend it. I think it's a fantastic knife. I think it was, it's a very unique and, attractive design. It's definitely a conversation piece, because, people are going to definitely get a kick out of this guy when you show it to them. Great knife. I just don't know how often I would actually use it on a daily basis. So, that being said, guys, I appreciate you stopping by, and you are more than welcome to come back anytime. But until next time, guys, get on out there and EDC your ass off and do something nice for somebody. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.